porridge. Just think about it. It just sounds boring. And that's what I thought. In Hindi, it's called Dalia, and that just seems even more boring than porridge. So I never had porridge or Dalia when I was growing up. Instead, I wanted omelets, I wanted Weetabix or cornflakes, while my grandparents would eat and enjoy their Dalia. Too bad that I never even wanted to taste it, or maybe I did, and I just was thinking about Weetabix instead. That now when I'm having it, I'm like, oh, it's actually amazing and it's actually very close to some other Indian desserts that I love. I guess I'm just glad that I'm enjoying it now and that I've given it a fair chance. So, you want to start with a basic recipe, a foundation, and then you can do whatever you want to do with it, just like oats. So, for the saucepan version, because not all of us have instant pots or quick cookers just like that, you want to first heat that up, medium heat, melt some clarified butter, you can even put some oil in there, and then you want to toast or roast the cracked wheat. And this literally is that. Cracked wheat is made by milling or grinding whole grains of wheat. So it's very healthy actually. But toasting it adds a lot of flavor. That toasty flavor is awesome and also gives it some color. And when you see that all the grains are like well coated and the color has changed slightly and just aromatic all throughout, then you want to carefully add in your milk. Do the same thing in the Instant Pot as well, but of course you'll be using the saute setting for the Instant Pot. Everything else really just translates 1-to-1. So we have milk in our saucepan and milk in the Instant Pot version. But for the saucepan one, I'll keep it a basic breakfast style recipe, but for the Instant Pot, we'll take it a step further, but that would be just enough to turn it into a dessert style recipe for porridge. It just incorporates some classic Indian dessert flavors. With the stoved up version, you just want to bring it to a very gentle simmer and then turn the heat all the way to low and just simmer while you stir to make sure nothing is getting stuck at the bottom until the wheat has softened to your liking. And for the Instant Pot, you want to close the lid and then pressure cook for about 5 minutes. You want to let the pressure release naturally once that beeper goes off for 2 to 3 minutes before you just do a natural pressure release. Now, texture for cracked wheat or dalia is a big thing. Some may just like it completely soft, in which case you need to cook everything for a bit longer because I prefer it with some chewiness. I just really enjoy that texture with this recipe. Now, of course, you can thin out the consistency if it is too thick by the time the wheat is ready to your doneness, and then you want to sweeten this up with your favorite sweetener. I usually just tend to go with maple syrup, and for the breakfast one, I'm just gonna also add in some vanilla extract, and that's it. Everything else is gonna be your toppings of choice. For the dessert one though, a bit more involved. You want to add in your sweetener, of course, but then also some ground green cardamom that really makes it super fragrant, and then some saffron. Yes, that's gonna also make it aromatic, and just taste it for sweetness, adjust as you need, and it's just time to serve now. So for the basic breakfast one, I am just topping it off with some blueberries that I have thawed out. And for the dessert style Instant Pot version, I'm topping it off with some pistachios that I've lightly crushed, and then some more saffron. And the best part about this breakfast slash dessert recipe is not only is it easy to do, but it's just very straightforward. You really don't have to think much. So when you wake up and you drag your feet into your kitchen, well, you don't have to think much. And if you make steel cutouts, you can make this. It's just something to switch things up. Make it in advance, have a batch of breakfasts or desserts ready in your fridge. You bet that I have. And if you want more Indian Instant Pot recipes, check out my playlist and leave a like and subscribe on this video. It really helps out the channel. I'll see you in the next one.